Now put the unsolved corner at your front right. We will solve 3 edge pieces whose positions belong to here, here, and here. At the second layer, all except the one on top of this unsolved corner. Note that we don't care whether this corner is solved or not. If it happens to be solved, just ignore it. Take this position as an example. It should be green-orange edge. The edge is here. If the edge piece is at the top, we first move the destination position on top of this unsolved corner. This will be our working area, and we want our this edge to go into this position. Now imagine we're using a net to catch a butterfly. You raise the net, let the butterfly fly into the net, and then catch. Because this corner is unsolved, we can leave this position without breaking anything. So we raise this position, let the edge fly into it, and then catch. So now you see these cutters connect. So this edge is at the right position. So we align again, align the center and the bottom. Now you can see that this edge is solved. So let's practice again. So here's the position. We have green and orange. So this should be green-orange piece. It's at the top. So we move this position on top of this unsolved corner. Now we will raise the position so that this edge can fly into the position. Now here's the question. Should I raise in this way or in this way? Here's a hint. When you raise the position and the edge fly into it, these two should connect so that when we recover, these are in the solved orientation. So looking back at the first phase, why don't we just solve all 9 pieces in the first layer? Because if this corner is solved, when we move the position, lift the position, and solve this edge, we actually break this corner piece. That's the beauty of the 8355. By leaving one out, it actually creates your working area or keyhole for later to use. Finally, if the piece you want to solve is not at the top, if it is at the second layer and it's in the wrong spot or the orientation is wrong, we move this edge on top of this unsolved corner, our working area, so that we can lift the piece, step aside, and then recover. Then we can solve it. Now let's do a check-in. After you solved 3 edge pieces in this phase, your cube should look like this. So you have beautiful faces at the bottom, the color connects, except for this slot, this corner in the top layer. Now this cube represents this cube. The pieces with color are what have been solved, and pieces in black are not solved yet. Here's an important concept when you solve a cube. So when you solve a new piece, you don't break those pieces that have been solved. So you might move them around temporarily, but eventually when you solve a new piece, those solved pieces will still stay where they are. So why do I mention this? Because in the third phase, in the coming phase, we will use this property. You see that what have been solved are at the bottom. So this top layer, all of the pieces at the top layer are not solved yet. So you can move this whatever you want. And furthermore, because this slot is not solved, so you can turn this layer 90 degrees, and you see that they are still in black. So you can turn whatever you want like this. So now armed with this knowledge, let's go to the third